Assalamu alaikum. You may be seated. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, to whom all praise is due, the Lord of all the worlds, and I forever thank Allah who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad for giving to us our leader and teacher, Messenger Elijah Muhammad. I thank him as I once heard that he braced the water and came to America to teach blind, deaf, and dumb people.
That's right. That's right.
To guide them on the right path. I thank Allah for him.
Yes, sir.
I thank Allah for his coming.
Right.
That's right.
If it had not been for Messenger Elijah Muhammad taking the job on him, we wouldn't have had Islam taught to us like it is today.
That's right. That's right.
I remember the first representative of Master Farad Muhammad, whose name was Abdul Muhammad, who wanted to get in between the messenger and Master Farad, so the messenger wouldn't be a minister. Not only that, he stood before the people in the temple one Friday night and said that Master Farad was a devil.
Right.
That was the man that gave him his name, Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
That was the man that taught him what he knew.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Teacher.
But yet, he wanted to be the big boss.
Right.
Right.
His name was Brown when he come to the temple, and he tried to talk with an accent of Eastern world.
Yes, sir.
So after he couldn't win there, Master Farad told him to get out
Right.
and take all of your followers with you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They all left, walked out of the temple. Abdul Muhammad, Osman Ali was his representative, and when he left, he claimed that it was him. I, Abdul, he would say. He claimed that he was the man. Finally, Abdul died. And the messenger was still teaching Islam.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is the same case today.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's right, brother.
Many people today wants to be the big I am.
That's right.
That's right, brother.
Right.
He has forgotten As Daniel said, there's a man sitting in the kingdom
That's right.
Yes,
that
sir.
do rule.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Forgot about that. I thank Allah for keeping me in health that I have.
That's right.
That's right.
He keeps me in a manner that I don't feel pains as people have.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Whatsoever should be wrong, I don't have a pain with it
Yes.
to hurt my body. And I thank Allah for it.
Yes, sir.
I thank Him for times the opening of my ears to hear what others say.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I thank Him for that. I ask Him, 1937 and 1938, I ask Him to give me a wisdom that He did not give some of His other prophets.
Yes, sir.
I am not a prophet.
Yes.
Don't think that I'm saying that to say I'm a prophet. He might say it.
Yes.
That's
You
right.
might say it.
That's right.
I don't say I'm a prophet.
That's right, brother. That's right.
Yes, sir.
All I can say, if you don't have a prophet,
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That is brother.
I can be your
Yeah.
prophet
Yes, sir. That's right.
until your prophet comes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Listen. Yes, sir.
I thank Allah for giving me eyes to see,
Yes, sir.
not these.
Yes.
That's right.
That's right.
Listen.
That's right.
Teach me.
That He give me eyes and the knowledge of understanding,
Yes, sir.
so that I can hold a conversation with any man.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
He give me eyes that I can see and ears to hear, and a knowledge that I know where you're coming from when I see you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I tell you what street you're going to.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm not a wise man. I am not a wise man. I am not a scientist. All I know is that what Allah gave to me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Right.
He taught me mathematics, which I did not know. He sat to the table and taught it to me until I was able to extract cube root. And I had never known the signs before, but he taught them. And in cube root I find that we all are living people
Yes, sir.
Right.
That's right, brother.
in a life we must one day extract cube root. Cube root with the three is meaning. Wherever that you go with two, Allah is the third person with you. And if you extract Kilbrut, it is the words of his. He didn't never use the word hardly solve when he's talking in squares and cubes. You can go on until you get to the 10th power. When you leave cube, you start in powers. And powers mean that it was first originated from the black man. No other people have the power black man has.
Yes, right. Yes, sir.
Brothers and sisters, I don't know if my watch got correct time or not. Can somebody tell me the correct time? 2:23.
Yes, sir.
I got 2:45. So I got to come back here. Well, that the way it is with a watch on me. 2:23.
Yes, sir.
I'll put it back 2:22. When I get home, it'll be fast anyway. The electric in a man's body causes a moving something on him to not to keep correct in its movements because of the two attractions of electricity. It keeps one all the time moving differently. Same as the brothers show the little brothers in school how to make something move with a white potato.
Right.
We are not going to be long since I'm so slow. I guess people naturally gets tired of looking at me a lot of times. That's the slowest man I ever seen. They're about right, brother. They're about right. Here at chapter 59 in the Holy Quran, the banishment. We read a verse or two, beginning at, which is section 1. And Muhammad, Maulana Muhammad Ali, translation. The banishment. Carries 3 sections and 24 verses. Three sections and 24 verses. Section 1, the exiled Jews. Whatsoever, verse 1, whatsoever is in the heavens and whatsoever is in the earth declares the glory of Allah.
Right.
And He is the mighty, the wise.
Yes.
He it is who caused those who disbelieved of the followers of the book to go forth from their homes at the first banishment. You did not think that they would go forth. While they were certain that their forced would defend them against Allah. But Allah came to them whence they did not expect and cast terror into their hearts. They demolished their houses with their own hands and the hands of the believers. Therefore they take a lesson. O you who have eyes. Third verse. And had it not been that Allah had decreed for them the exile, He would certainly have chastised them in this world, and in the hereafter they shall have chastisement of the fire. Talking about the Jews,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
exiling them. Since they will not obey Allah, now we're going to burn you on this side and burn you on the other side.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just like some of our people who is exiled themselves away from Allah, away from the messenger.
That's right.
They are people who has went astray
Yes.
from the word and the truth and the light.
That's right.
The light which outshines all other light. The light of truth.
Yes, sir.
Therefore they become exiled themselves, like He exiled the Jews.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Because the Jews was the cause of the people to go astray
Right.
by giving to them Christian religion.
Yes, sir.
The Christians, when they receive it, they were then the cause of black Americans to go astray.
Yes. That's right, brother.
And by them being such cause, that made you and me to be savages
Right.
That's right.
and not have any knowledge of self,
Right.
nor anyone else,
That's right.
Right.
because of a devil. We talked about devil last Sunday, right?
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk a little bit further,
Yes, sir.
just a little bit. We find last Sunday in the making of the devil, he was brought out from black people. He was made 100% wicked. He was hidden in the germ of the black man until one that was born in the year of 8,400 that was told by the scientists, or we would say the 23 gods who had knowledge enough to tune in on the civilization of the earth. And they found that a God was going to be born by the name of Yaqub. So we found that last Sunday how this grafting come about. And how he brought forth this wicked devil by grafting. Now in lesson number 2, at the 29th question, ask us, why was he successful in all his undertaking?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Yaqub, a man who was seen 8,400 years before he was born. And when he was born, these scientists, not the same ones that saw him in the year 1 of this present cycle, they all were dead.
Yeah. Teacher.
But there was more scientists come about. As Allah always have a man prepared
Right.
to carry on what he wants done.
That's right.
Right.
Listen.
So they don't die all at one time when we say all of those are dead. We don't say that they die today. They die just like we die. I asked Master Farad these questions in my brother Kalat's house, standing by the old pot-gutted coal stove. Didn't have no steam. We were standing there by the stove, and I didn't know what to ask him. Just come in means ask him this, ask him that. You never ask any questions. They just ask something. And I asked, the first question was, I asked him, what was the name of the 23 scientists? Just like that, he told me.
Yes, sir.
He began to call over, he didn't call the name of all of them. He called about 12 of them. Tell me, he says, and the rest is just like them with their name. They all have original names. Some had the same name, just like some of you that I give a name like that. And he told me, he says, some was named already Yaqub, which was Jacob. Some was named John, just like you. Well, my name wasn't John at that time. My name was Muhammad Sharif at that time. He says they all have those names. He said to me, that wasn't satisfied with me, you know. At that time, see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
At that time, it wasn't satisfaction with me in a way of speaking. And because of, I thought they should have had some name, you know, that I couldn't pronounce, or some name that's so far different from what these others have here.
Yes, sir.
But when he began to tell me that, then he told me to study it.
Yes, sir.
Now, he know all of a sudden, you trying to be smart on the inside. You take them and study them.
Yes, sir.
He says, now and see what you will come up with, Muhammad Sharif. I studied him, just like he said. But I didn't know where to study. All I could study was just what he said. I didn't have no Quran. Only thing I had was, at that time, was lesson number 1, student enrollment. Didn't have the problem book. Just a word that he would give. Student enrollment, lesson number 1 is what we had. Then finally came up lesson number 2, which the messenger answered just before he went to Chicago. So here in this lesson, what he answered, this question number 29 is there. Tell us why he was successful in all of his undertaking. What made this man so successful in all that he undertake to do? He says, because the people who were his followers, listen closely, because the people who was his followers obeyed Yaqub's law.
That's right.
Regardless to what he told them to do, they did it.
Yes, sir.
Look at this word, it says regardless.
Yes, sir.
Regardless to what he told them to do, they did it.
That's right.
If not, they paid with their lives for every law they broke. Yaqub did not build prison houses to imprison his people when one fell victim to the law. He didn't build a house there to feed him
That's right. That's right.
for so long a time and then let him go back free and come back out among the civilization and do the same thing all over. Yaqub did not allow that. Yaqub did not build prison houses to imprison his people when one fell victim of the law. The penalty was death and was enforced on every victim.
That's right. That's right.
Everyone that broke the law that Yaqub gave, he was a dead duck.
Yes, sir.
Don't think you're going to jail now. I'm not feeding none of you.
Right.
Is that what that have to do with us in this day? Why would he give us this question? Referring back 6,000 years ago at the beginning or the making of a Caucasian devil. Why would he do that? Is because that those people was wicked people, and today we live among a wicked people, what he had made, have made, and now we are right among that people.
That's right.
And he calls you and me to fall victim to the law.
That's right.
Now you have a chance to reform yourself,
That's right.
even though you did fall victim to the law,
Yes.
because that it was not your intending. You wanted to go back home, but you couldn't swim 9,000 miles.
Yes.
So this fault is not on you.
Yes.
That's right. Teach.
It is on the man that Yaqub made 6,000 years ago.
Yes, sir. Teacher, sir.
But don't us be foolish. We must know that when we fall victim to a law, we must pay the penalty,
Right.
That's right.
Right.
regardless of what. Remember I said regardless, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Regardless of what, you must pay the penalty, because this question is asked in your favor to show you that now you can overdo this. You don't have to fall victim to his law.
That's right.
That's right.
Just obey your law.
That's right.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Why was he successful? Now today, there was a man born by the name of Elijah Muhammad. He says to me in the studying of this lesson, he says, I am that Yaqub that was the leader of those people at that time. I am the Yaqub in this time.
Yes. That's right.
He says, brother, you don't hear me talk about building a prison house. He said, I want hospitals, I want temples,
Yes, sir.
I want schools,
That's
and
right.
I want houses for you to live in.
Yes, sir.
But he never yet said, let's build a prison house,
That's
did
right.
he?
That's right. Listen. Teach. Go ahead, teach. Go ahead, talk. Listen.
All right. I said, no, brother. I said, you don't talk about prison houses. He says, you know why? I don't talk about prison houses, brother. He says, if we was not living in another man's government like we are today, and our people is swimming and falling this way and that way with these people, I would make this law be enforced on every victim.
Yes, sir.
That's why today that he says again, which I repeat lots of times, he says, always enforce the law.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
That's right, brother.
That's right. Anyone fall victim to the devil's civilization, he says.
Yes.
You see any change in his talk?
Yes, sir.
Anyone fall victim to the devil's civilization, don't you build a prison house for them,
That's right, brother.
Right.
kill them.
Yes, sir. That's right.
That's right.
Yaku's made devils,
Yes, sir.
the devil. Let us go and see in another portion of this, in the problems, saying, we have searched for trillions of years and have not located the spook yet.
Right.
Yes, sir. That's right.
That's right.
He even cracked the atom into 10 million parts. These problems goes together, looking for the power of an unseen mystery God in the cracking of an atom, or looking for one that is greater than the Son of Man.
Right.
Did you following me?
Yes, sir.
Looking for one greater than you, the Son of Man. He cracked the atom into 10 million parts, and then he took one cracked atom of it, which we would say 1/100th or 1/1,000,000th of a part of one cracked atom. We look into it and we don't see it in there, where one is found with more knowledge than the Son of Man. And not only that, in looking for this thing that exists that can do more than Allah, the supreme being, we'll take it and put it on scales and we'll weigh it, and we'll ask you the question,
That's right.
what is the weight of the 3/4 of a cracked atom?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Teach everything.
Oh, excuse me, y'all.
Out there.
Yes, I'm walking on water.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Teach.
I don't mean water that's out there in the river. I'm talking about people.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Teach on. Yes, sir.
I tried it. Let us stop there. I tried it last night while Brother and Sister Captain was sitting there.
Yes, sir.
I was the guest of honor, she said, right?
Right.
How did you try it? She honored the preachers or whatnot that was there first,
Right.
in short words.
That's right.
Then she said, our special guest,
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
Minister John Muhammad, the messenger's, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's brother.
That's right.
I said there, brother, here he hunching. He said, stand up, stand up.
That's right.
I don't know whether I would have stood or not, because I was thinking whether I should say anything or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And if I stand, I should say something.
Yes,
Well, I bowed to them,
That's right.
but I didn't open my mouth
sir. Yes, sir.
to say something in the behalf of the show that she was having or nothing. I gave them the greetings and lip work. And they all mouth at that. I caught them.
That's right.
And at the end, I couldn't get away from them. I said nothing.
That's right. Listen.
I opened not my mouth
That's right.
to stand before them. Why did I try it that way? Because I want you to hear me.
Yes, sir.
I want you to come to me.
That's right.
And I don't want to say one word that you will have to carry away to say, he said so and so and so.
That's right.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Right.
Yaqub didn't build a prison house to imprison his people. It was the beautifulest show, staying away from hip shaking,
Right.
blues, and tacky-wackies singing,
That's right.
and shoulder shaking.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh yeah, tacky-wacky, yeah. So it was very beautiful.
Yes, sir.
The last part of the show was the honor they give to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That was the last part of it.
True.
Very nice. And we shall have them with us one day.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So our one friendship, we all did. One friendship. All of them was very beautiful acting toward me and toward the brother and sister Captain.
That's right.
Beautiful. She got my picture now, me and her standing up there together.
Right.
Yeah. She wants to get married.
That's right.
You want a wife? Well, that's what she told me that, didn't
That's
she?
right. That's right.
She said, I'm looking for me a husband.
That's right, brother.
See? See? That's what you say.
You see, I couldn't answer that question. But anyway,
Yes, sir.
beautiful sister. Beautiful. I never seen no ugly black woman.
That's right.
And she's very nice with manners, talking to you.
That's right.
So if you're looking for a wife, don't let her good manners fool you.
That's right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Well, she might tell you, say, you come from the devil's civilization. People now is wise.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
There ain't no more crazy folks. Fools and crazy folks are dead.
That's right.
That's right.
These out here now acting up and killing each other, them ain't fools.
That's right.
That's right.
No, they ain't crazy.
Right.
Those are people that need to be taught. And they showed that right up there on
That's
the
right.
stage,
Yes, sir.
teaching.
That's right.
When he was for the white folks, we fixing to teach him. God, when we come back, he won't be saying this.
That's right.
He didn't either, did he, brother?
That's
He
right.
gonna come back saying those things. Oh, let me go ahead. The 30th question in lesson number 2 tells us, the question is, tell us what and how the devil is made. Answer, the devil is made from the original people by grafting, by separating the germs. In the black man, there exist 2 germs, one a black germ and one a brown germ. Yaqub, with his law on birth control, separated the brown germ from the black man and grafted it into a white by destroying the black germ. After following this process for 600 years, the germ became white and weak and was no more original. Also, by thinning the original blood, it became weak and wicked, and it is no more the same. Thus, this is the way Yaqub made the devil. This is the way he was made. Into this world that we live in today, he's weak and wicked.
Right.
The civilization of the white people has such evil and wicked ways until it will embed itself into you after you have seen the brown germ standing up there before you.
That's it.
It will work its way into you by it looking beautiful to you.
That's right.
And it's so ugly that you can take the ugliest black woman that you say is ugly and stand her beside the most beautiful white woman that you have ever seen. And the longest they stand there together and you just stand there and look at them,
Oh, yeah.
that black woman will become beautiful
That's right.
That's
and
right,
that
brother.
devil
right.
will become ugly.
That's right.
Look at the woman when that she's all powdered up. Turn her face. And when you look at her face, she needs a shave. When it's by the light, you look by the light. She needs a shave. Turn the bright light on the man and look at him.
Yes, sir.
And the more that you look at him, we used to say catty corner, right?
Right.
But it's the square coming across there. The more you look at him, the more that he looked like a monkey.
That's
That's
right.
right. Yes, sir.
Because of his 2,000 years in the caves of West Asia.
Yes, sir.
And when he came out from the caves of West Asia as a civilized man, he be taken to the black man and black woman first. When you was brought over here, you had far more knowledge than the white man, but he had technology
Yes, sir.
That's right.
to trick you,
That's right.
to make you to get in this car, make you get on the boat.
Yes.
Right.
He still uses that.
That's right.
Oh, yes.
I'm saying this to you to let you know how deep you can go into the germ of that brown germ, which is the dust. When he said, let us make man.
Yes, sir.
And he made him out of the dust of you.
Yes, sir.
Made him from you, the dust. And then in one of the questions here, in lesson number 1 says, why did we let half-original man Columbus discover the whole part of you? Why did we let him do so? It is because the answer said we did not care about the pole part.
That's right.
That's right.
We let him discover America. Why is it telling us that? He's talking about here, if you study these lessons I give to you and don't throw them away,
Right.
as we let Columbus discover the pole part of the earth, we also let a man 6,000 years ago discover the pole part in a black man so that he could make a white man to rule in the pole part of the earth.
Yes, sir. Teach me.
I didn't go too far away from you, did I?
Yes, sir.
Columbus, half-original man. He was Italian, right?
Yes, sir.
So they are supposed to be half-original people. Italians. Supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
All right, out of all of the half-original and all of the people that have one drop of black blood in them, Master Farad Muhammad didn't count that. Because he got devil blood, right?
Yes.
He didn't count that. He said this, if we'll start from here, I'll bring you back into your own self.
Yes.
By teaching you how to eat and how to use yourself, I'll destroy that one drop of white blood in you,
Yes, sir.
and it all will become black blood. That's why it's so much of the eating that tell you, don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat this.
Yes, sir.
Right.
That is to purify the blood in your veins so that you can come back black. Look at our people. We have so many of them. They look just like a devil.
Yes,
Right.
Right.
You have to look real close sometimes.
That's right.
Because of the touching of the carcass. The carcass. Touching it. As Moses said, if you just touch the carcass of the swine, you're unclean for 7 days if you just touch it.
Right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
In the Deuteronomy. If you just touch the pig, don't have to eat him, just touch him. You're unclean for 7 days. And you must be put out of the tent.
Right.
You got to be out from among these here that is clean and did not touch the carcass of the swine. Brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. All right, what if you eat the swine? What kind of a condition will you be in then? I would love to bring something real clearly, but I'm afraid you might not can take it.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
Right.
In the catching up of the meaning in some parts of the Bible tells us this. No, I won't say that. These lessons are so deep, so wide, that if you know them, you would jump up and shout just to know what's in there. Caucasian means weak bone, wicked, and a man that has been grafted from somebody else. Then he asks the question here, he says, to make devil, what must you do first do rather? That's question 31. Answer, to make devil one must begin grafting from the original. And that style was given to us by the grafting of an orange, a lemon to make a grapefruit. That we talked about a little last Sunday. Now he asked the question, all of this part of this lesson is talking about nobody but us.
Right.
And the devil. The 32nd says, tell us the mental and physical power of a real devil. A real devil. Now, why you ask a question like that? And you have asked to make devil, what must you do first, or what first you should do? Now you say, tell us the mental and physical power of a real devil. That brings something into your mind that there's some devils that we can say is not a real devil, we might say, right? Then we can say we have black people in our nation of people that is not a real devil. Not a real devil. He's just a hypocrite.
That's right.
He's just something that do wickedness all the time. He's just a wicked somebody, but he's not a real devil. Because the real devil taught this one how to be a little devil that is not real devil. Because he's not grafted. You get me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
He is not grafted. To make a devil, we must first graft, right?
Right.
Now here's one here says the real devil, we can't graft nothing to make that one which is not real, but we can get from that one which is not real a devil. How do you do this to get that one? We first find out who will believe with you.
Yes.
That's right.
Like Yaqub did. When Yaqub made the devil, he find his sympathizers or his believers or people who would follow him, which was not a real devil. You understand?
Yes, sir.
They all was black, not a real devil. I haven't grafted the real devil from you yet. But within you, you have a dissatisfaction, physical and mental power. So I will take out from you, when we get out here on the island, I'll take out from you that part and stand it up before the world.
Go ahead. Keep going.
So you can see it. And when you see it, it will look different from you. Because it will be unlike. It will have all the forms, all of the useness, all of the looks like a man or woman, but it is not a real man or woman.
That's right.
That's right.
And our proof that we have, because when he lived in the caves of West Asia, in Europe, he lost 1/4 of his human part. And he'd taken up 3/4 dog. The wild dog.
Right.
And after that he had brought into him wildness. Looked at them how they eat in Europe while they was there. When they killed the beast, they go and yank off a piece, drag him in the cave, and eat everything but his guts.
Right.
They didn't throw him away, they kicked him back in a corner in the cave, out of their way as they walked over them. Some of them just walk over him, didn't get it out of the way. He yanked off that big old ham, as we would call it, started eating on it, pull off of a hunk of meat, raw, started eating on it, blood running out of his mouth. And while all of these things is going on, the man and dog probably would be out someplace until they come in, out hunting. And she and the dog laying there in the cave until they had lost that third part. That 1/3 part, they had lost it there in the cave. The same, why this would happen in these 2,000 years? Why you couldn't just say, well, me and my family here, we don't have to be in this cave here. We will go over here and stay in the grass. We won't scratch holes in the hillsides, build us a house there. We just go over here and wallow around in the grass and raise our civilization because ain't nobody here but us. But no, he scratched this hole, and as Master Farad says, he dug holes in the hills and mountainside. And they stayed in there. And today, when you find homes of the devils, they got vines and everything over their house.
Right.
Running all around the windows. All kinds of water bugs goes in there and whatnot. And even the dog.
Right.
He goes in there with it. The house looked like it's in a cave with all of the stuff growing around it. He likes that.
Right.
And our people takes up that same thing. I want some flowers that grow tall. I want honeysuckle vines that just run all around me. Don't know now that the mental power is being transferred into you. What this mental power of the devil have, he wants trees and whatnot around him, and you want honeysuckle vines, and you like the trees too to be in your yards, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Shade. The mental power, the messenger tells us, the mental power of a real devil is nothing in comparison with the original man. He only has 6 ounces of brains, while the original man has 7 1/2 ounces of brain, which are original. The devil has 6 ounces of brain. They are grafted brains. The devil's physical power is less than 1/3 that of the original man. Less than 1/3 that of the original man. He has lost it, right? In the caves of West Asia. The devil is weak bone, weak blood, because he is grafted from original. Therefore, his mental and physical power is much weaker than the original man. "33 asks, what is a devil?" Man, oh man, this is number 2 years something else. I ain't teaching you a whole lot of it. I'm just only giving you some hints. I ain't teaching you a lot of what it is. I'm giving you hints in the study of what was given to the messenger from Master Farad and the history of Yakub. Each one of these questions and answers here is a book, big one. These 34 questions here is 34 volumes. 34 volumes of books. If you could talk on just one, you can't get it all, even in one book. That's why the scientists had to go into their chambers and come out with their scene in the world of the people, which was 5 billion at that time, and no devil. 5 billion people. We say all black. A lot of people say, well, all over just all black folks. Yes, it was all black. But you remember, you have always had some other colors. When he grafted the devil through the well, we start at brown, red, and yellow, and white. When we start at them, we come through these. You come through the brown from black, come through the red, come through the yellow, in order to get to the white. So we find that in these colors here, we always had them, because you're in a family of people, you can find, I don't care how black the 2 is, the wife and the husband, you'll find one. If you only got 2, you'll find one of those children lighter than the other. So you always had that. And that's what he worked on, the lighter one and killed the darker, or lighter one and killed the darker one, until this was done. Then when he got to white, that's far as he could go. If he had went any further, he would have been a running sore. That's the white people's way of their life that they was made in. he would have been nothing but a running sword. He proves it by his dog.
That's right.
You watch the dog. Just watch him. I'm not going to tell you what to look, what to see, or what not, because if I did, it'll make you feel pretty bad. What is a devil? Answer: a grafted man which is made weak and wicked. He said a man, didn't he?
Yes,
And that's what we talked on. The devil is a man.
sir. Right.
What is a devil? A grafted man which is made weak and wicked, or any grafted life germ from original is devil. Any live grafted germ from original, from the black man, is devil. Because they use the red, the yellow, in order to get to the white. And when they got to the white, then he was no more the same. He was no more red, he was no more brown, he was no more yellow, he was no black. He was nothing but just something that was brought out to prove you. Then the 34th question says, can you reform the devil? Can you bring him back? Can you make something out of him? Can you reform him into a good man? Can you make her a good woman? No. We can't reform him. It says, the 34 says, and can you reform the devil? The answer says, no. All the prophets, not one, not two, all the prophets, the messenger says, have tried to reform him. Devil. But were unable. So they have agreed. They have agreed that it cannot be done unless we graft him back to the original man, which takes 600 years. So instead of losing time grafting him back, they have decided to take him off our planet.
Yes.
Take him off.
That's right.
That was the decision that was made among the same, not the same 23 that saw this, but the 23 scientists which you always have. You always got 12 in the heavens of the earth, and 12 all over the earth, all the time. You might have talked to one. You can't tell. So instead of losing time grafting him back, they have decided to take him off the planet, whose numbers only 1 to every 11 original people. We don't lose nothing, do we? Just 1. 35 says, tell us the exact date of the expiration of the devil's civilization. Tell us the exact date of the expiration of the devil's civilization. Answer: expired in 1914. That's when his civilization expired. White people's time was up. It was up in 1914. Now at 38 ask this question. This is the one that we wanted to get to, but I had to bring that other to you. 38. Then why did God make a devil? Why would he make this thing? Huh? That's the one we'll talk on after next Sunday. We start that one. This, what I'm trying to teach you is meanings. First, I want to give it to you so that you will understand what I read. And when you read it again, and when you hear it again, then we can always know what we got. Because ain't nobody else got it.
Right. That's right.
They throw the lessons away.
Right. Yes, sir.
And change much of it.
Right.
Took it and said it wasn't no good.
That's right.
And we have people right today try to use some of these same questions and answers in order that you could look upon them, because he has changed so much of it, trying to make you think that he is the mighty.
Right. That's right.
That's right.
It's awful. That's why today we don't have anything. First man that broke it up was his son. If his son had continued with these lessons and taught them like the messenger wanted him to teach them, you wouldn't have no other temples sitting around talking about what they are.
That's right. That's right.
You wouldn't have these little black Orthodox Muslims. You wouldn't have them around.
Right.
That's right, brother. That's right.
Because they can't do a thing with this teaching. That is why today it is called and is named the New Islam.
That's right.
The old Islam that the Arabs have is not for you.
That's right. Right.
Because in that part they don't believe that the jinn is really a devil. While the book here tells you plainly that the jinn is a devil.
That's right.
And he is a man. In the Bible, the name Adam takes the place of the name jinn in the Quran. When you say Adam in the Bible, you're saying a devil. Well, how could that be? Now one Adam is in the Old New Testament, and one in the New Testament. One came from dust and the other one came from spirit. Both of them could have been the jinn. Both of them. Because spirit, you got to have a spirit in you to make anything. If you get up this morning and iron your suit or your dress, or if you got up and washed your clothes, if you didn't have the spirit, you could never do it. All right? Now, if Yaqub had not had the spirit and the knowledge from the first beginning of learning how to make a devil, when he saw it in him by playing 2 pieces of steel, finding the unlike attracts, which is the black and the white, they attracts each other. You take a white man and a black woman, they stand up and talk all day long.
Yes.
Black man and a white woman stand up and talk all day long. They attract each other. And they want each other. Many of them in that state today. From the knowledge that Yaqub brought forth, unlike attract and like repel. Repel is the righteous. Unlike is the evil. Repel is two the same kind. And the two of that kind is black. They don't want to be with the unlike.
That's right.
That's our people in that state. Dr. King, when he saw black children and white children going up and down the streets from hand in hand, that's what he wanted.
That's right.
That's right.
And he embedded it in our people. And today our people loves that,
That's right.
being unlike with the devil. We went in the store down on Woodward yesterday. Black man, he looked at me and brother
That's right.
with his devil woman.
That's right.
And why do they, if they're going to get one, why don't they get one that's, yeah, one that is somebody, you know. They get the worst thing that they can find. And to tell you the truth, we look at these people, they were the first people to use lipstick, Joe Rouge, painting the face with powder.
That's right.
They were the first one to do it. When I was a little boy, you didn't see black people with stuff on their face like that. If they saw a woman, even with a cigarette, she was called a prostitute. If she wore her belt around her waist, across her hips, she was called a prostitute. First woman that ever painted her face is written in the Bible. Jezebel.
That's right.
Her name was Jezebel. She was the one that wanted to kill Elijah. After he had came back and Elijah had destroyed them all, and she said that he will be just like the kings that they have killed by this time tomorrow.
That's right.
But Allah changed the scenery of it.
Right.
And while Elisha was coming down the street, she was sitting in the window. She was a prostitute. She was sitting in the window with all of her face all painted up. And she was caused to fall into the street. And when she did, the dogs came and let the flesh off of her bones. Read her story. That's what should be told to black women. Make that known. If the preachers would do that, he wouldn't be looking in the face of women sitting in front of him with a paintbrush painting their lips.
That's right. That's right.
Or some of them looked there like if they had went to a barrel of painting. Duck the head over there. Yeah, got a paint job, that's right. Our folks, where did they get it from? See that picture in Muhammad Speaks where the devil with her little girls? One is called the Charlotte. The Charlotte is the devil woman. And what is the other one called, the original woman? The disgrace. The disgrace. That's right. That's right. Well, how come, why he says, look, why does he say one is called, he called one the shameless and shout. And the other one he called a disgrace and what? A disgrace. A disgrace. Anyway, here is your interpretation. When a person imitates somebody else, he take it into a foolish state.
Yeah.
He doesn't take it for a wise something. He take it in a foolish state, and that calls him, he doesn't care. I'll disgrace myself with it. Because I don't care who knows this. I don't care who knows I'm a prostitute. You, back a few years, you might be now, I don't know, but some time ago you didn't see the devil woman on the street like you would see the black woman, right?
That's right.
So she's making a disgrace out of it, right? While the other one is shameless. She'll sit when the man passed by, peck on the window for him. There has a different act between the two people. Now, if you tell our people, says, separate from them, they say you is a hate, or they call you a racist.
That's right.
Say you're a racist. Why would you say I'm racist when every nation on the earth is racist? If they was not racist, they wouldn't try to keep their own in their own government.
That's right.
But our people don't take that like they should take. They take it to be something that God says, how he made everybody. That's right, he made them. Everyone, he made them. He even made some swines. According to the Holy Quran, some of the devils was turned into apes and swines. And we know that many of them for thousands of years, 2,000 years, was turned to be monkeys.
That's right.
You don't find a picture where they say that you come from a monkey and apes. You don't find them kind of pictures. You find a white man. They come from him. It's because that a white man is the man that is the real ape, the real monkey, the real devil. And to touch them is awful. A woman that touches white folks, white men, or a man touches with white woman. Proverbs spoke about it. Says their feet take holds on hair and not fit in the house. That's written in the Proverbs in the Bible. Their feet take holds on hair and not fit for the house. Those who have just been with devils. That's why he says, "Oh my son, take her words of your mother," which means black woman, the mother, and write them upon the table of your heart and bind them with you, keep them with you, because it will teach you in the latter days. It will teach you in the latter days. days to come. It's pitiful to know these things and to look at your people today. The condition is worse than that of a swine, worse than that of a living dog. That's why one part of the Bible says that a live dog is better than a dead lion.
Right.
Power and strength and knowledge and understanding. Keep her words. Write them upon the table of your heart. It will help you and guide you in the latter days. That's why the messenger said to us, says, your first teacher was your mother. She was the first one to teach you. She can teach you bad. She can teach you evil. She can teach you how to hate. That first teacher. That's why the messenger said to us, says, your first teacher was your mother. She was the first one to teach you. She can teach you bad. She can teach you evil. She can teach you how to hate. That first teacher. We are a people that is a righteous nation of people. And today, they don't want us. Brothers and sisters, I bring that portion of our subject to a close for the day. And next Sunday we shall speak on Jesus did not rise from the dead. We will prove it by the Bible and the Quran that Jesus did not rise from the dead. Next Sunday. That's Easter Sunday, right?
Yes, sir.
I have a lot of people supposed to be here.
Yes,
Right.
Just like the brother here was saying. We be here even if nobody comes.
That's right.
That's right.
We be here.
That's right.
You won't get this teaching what I'm giving you.
That's right.
I'll tell you the facts. The messenger and I was talking together, and he told me what Master Farad told him about the poison book. After he had begun to explain it, and he told him, he said, Kareem, you can explain the poison book better than I can. That's what he told the messenger. So the messenger said to me, he said, brother, I can tell every time when you talk, and it's sent to me where you be at. It's sent to me of your subjects and what you're teaching. He says, you really got the lessons. He says, it have been given to you. He said, it wasn't given to me that far. That's what he told me. I says, I don't know. I can't put myself ahead of you. He says, I ain't putting you ahead of me. He said, I'm telling you what you can do. Many a time, brothers and sisters, I don't bet no know what I'm going to say when I come up here is you know what I was going to say. Plenty of time. Well, the Holy Quran says Allah revealed to whom He pleased, where we can take that one way or another. But let me tell you, be very careful in using that word
Yes, sir.
that Allah reveals to whom He pleases. Because it doesn't always mean that Allah got a whole lot of people out here and He's revealing one this and one that, one
That's
that.
right.
That is not it. He's not going to reveal but one thing. He don't reveal a whole lot to a whole lot of people. A lot of people say, Allah revealed to me this or that. They don't call him a liar. Don't tell him he's wrong. The thing that you say is nothing. Keep your mouth closed because you do not know. Allah don't send but one person at a time. One. And that one is to save or destroy. The one that He sent, Messenger Elijah Muhammad, he said to me one day, he said, I have conquered the whole world. If the people take it and carry it on. That's what he told me. He says, I have conquered the whole world. Well, that's written that Jesus said the same words, that He had conquered the world. And I asked him, I said, Jesus said, does that mean you? He said, that's who He was talking about, was me. That's what the messenger said to him. That's what he was talking about. He said, I couldn't speak. He said, I still can't speak. I have to use the words that Allah put in my mouth. He said, didn't you read that in the Deuteronomy? That He would put His words in His mouth? I said, yes, sir. He says, well, that's what you hear me saying is what He put in my mouth. And if you have ever heard Him enough lecturing and teaching, you can find that He's talking just like Master Farad.
Right.
I have sit down a lot of time there, even in Chicago, on 43rd Street, when he had the first little temple that he ever bought in Chicago. It was a chicken house. And he sold it and got the one on Wentworth. The teachings that he gave and the knowledge that He gave, if you had ever heard and was taught by Him like I was, and sitting around Him all hours and every chance that He would get, He would tell me something. I could see in a person, or when He be teaching, I could be sitting down there and look at Him. I can tell when He changed. And that voice of His would be just like His voice to you, but to me it won't. Because I heard the voice of God. And now I know when you're speaking like Him. That's why He told you and said that He made me just like Him.
Yes, sir.
And I bear witness. I know His voice. And again in the Bible says, my sheep know my voice, and a stranger will not follow it.
That's right.
You don't have to go out here and hear go and hear the messenger. If you know His voice, you can read it. Just like I read this here. I know this is His answers. because I was at his house when this lesson number 2 was being answered by him. I was at his house at 283 East Hancock when this lesson was answered in 1934. I was there, and he asked me the difference of rotate and rotate. He sent a little note downstairs where I was at, and I sent back to him the difference of it and of what he was answering here in this lesson number 2. People just don't know. Don't know. What if you tell a person everything that you know? You couldn't write it. You couldn't write it. What if I would try to tell you, well, just say with the child back there, try to tell you everything it knows. You couldn't do nothing with it. No, because he would be, some of his talking to you will be so far advanced. You couldn't see it. He saw it. Why? Because he's growing. You are not. You know, when the body stops growing, knowledge leaves you. That's true. That's how come when a person gets old, they say, I forgot. I can't remember this. I can't remember that. Knowledge leaves him. That's why the gods can't stay here for this 25,000 years. He can't stay here for all that. But while it's there, he put it in writing what is coming to pass. Brothers and sisters, I bring my talk to close because I want to see the fruit afterward. So I thank you. May Allah bless you, keep you, grant you your wish, and always remember that a God sits in the kingdom and he do rule. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. May be seated.
Assalamu alaikum. Give him another hand. Brothers and sisters, did anyone have a question for the Supreme Minister about the teachings today? All praise due to Allah. He covered his track, right? As he always does. You know, we're blessed to have him in our midst. We can't say it enough, brothers and sisters. You know, we appreciate him and hope and pray to Allah that we can all give our best to help him in this work always, because he's doing what he's supposed to do.
That's right.
And that's teaching Islam. I'd like to thank all of our brothers and sisters who come out here this afternoon to be with us, to continue these great programs and teachings. At this time, yes sir. Wa alaikum salam. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Any more questions? Anyone have another statement they want to make? Okay, at this time, brothers and sisters, we're going to have our secretary, Brother Secretary Rasul Haq, is going to come up. He has a few words that he would like to give to us.
Assalamu alaikum. You see me up here, you know what that means. Money. We need money. So at this time, I'm going to ask the brother and the sisters to pass the basket. And when you dig a little deeper today. You know, we really need some money today. We need it all the time. But dig deep today. Also, we have the Muhammad Speaks newspapers, which help us disburden this money problem. We also have the books, and we have some more literature on the minister that we can all sell. Also, we have tapes available, cassette tapes. And all the cassette tapes from this point on out are going to be $5 a cassette tape. So if it's a double tape, it's going to cost you $10. Also, when you're out there selling the Muhammad Speaks paper or whatever you're doing out there, whether you're selling the paper or you're conversating with your friends at home, offer them a tape. Also, the main thing with these tapes that we want to do is that when we sell you a tape here at the temple, we don't want you to make a copy for your friends, for yourself. Refer them to the temple. Also, if you can't get the money from them then, let them know. You all know the price of the tapes now. So just let them know like I do. I try to get the money right then and there. So do that because we got I got at least 32 tapes on the minister. All different subjects that we can produce. All you have to do is, like I say, the main thing when you're out there selling the paper, offer the people a tape too. Also, don't forget the can in the back. Sister be standing there at the back, so dig a little deeper when you walk by the sister out there. Also, the sisters want me to let you know that they're having fish sandwiches today, bean pies, and apple pies. Okay, that ends my announcements. I turn you back in the hands of Minister Sami Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum. One more thing. Oh, right. Good. I need some Tupperware myself. Okay. So you all heard that sister is selling Tupperware today. Oh, yeah, that's a good question. It was on my mind, too. We're trying to work out some things where that the tapes won't be tampered with. The tapes won't be edited by other people, so we're trying to work something out. But we will sell them to the believers, am I right, brother man? We're just trying not to get them into the lost found's hand right now because we want to fix it where they can't tamper with it. Or edit it or add something to it and take it away. But we will sell them to the believers, so if anyone interested in these VHS tapes, let me know. And also the same thing with the VHS. Don't make a copy to get a brother Hassan. Let him buy his own. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Brother Secretary Rasu Haq. Brothers and sisters, the Supreme Minister has some more words he would like to bring to us, so bring back up our Supreme Minister.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Brother and sister from Atlanta called me, Sister Atifa, and she told me to give the greetings. The brother that was all the papers called me from Atlanta. He also sent the greetings of Assalamu alaikum to you. Now, people call me and tell me to give the greeting lots of time. I forget it, so please overlook me for that and accept my apology because they call me and say, give the temple the greetings for me. Anytime I forget it. So please accept my apology. I'm sorry. Just look at me and say, well, he been robbed too. So I thank you. I can say what I want to say now if you let me say some of it, and then we won't have to dismiss and then stuff. Here is what. We are trying to get our computer, and if we get that, that will save us a lot.
Yes, sir.
That is the cause of me calling everybody. Now the first Saturday, the next month will be a call meeting. The first Saturday, of which that I want to tell you. So the secretary says a lot of money. We got to have it. Because if we don't, we'll be in a worse shape because we are too few. We got to own what we get.
That's right.
If we don't own it, we'll try to rent it. The rent will cost you so much that you can't do nothing. So I want to own the things of this computer, everything that go with it. And we are trying to get it as hard as we can. The money, as I said to you before, the money that you had for your computer, it had to be used for your temple because there wasn't enough money. The few that give wasn't enough. And I don't want to lose our copying machine. We got 2 upstairs. I don't want to lose one of them. The books that we make it on our big copying machine. That's where we make them. And it will give to you a whole lot. Now, I've been holding the devil off so long until he want to take them now. But I still got him standing on the other side of the street a while. When you have to pay $500 or $600 for gas here, then $600 or $700 for one thing else, and then try to get the other. You need something. I wanted to pay all of what this owed on the building here. And I can do faster work. I told you that. But we were so slow until we couldn't. We had to use most of it. We didn't get enough. So the balance, according to the real estate figures that was given to me Friday, is real low. 2,000 some dollars to be paid off. And this is ours if we pay it off. This belongs to us. But it's not ours right now. And during this, you would have collateral. You will have something to stand for you to buy something else. But now you don't have nothing, and that's what they ask us. Every place we go, that's what they ask. Is it paid for? No, it's not. I want all of the brothers Saturday to be here on Good Friday. You don't work Good Friday. Friday is Good Friday, right? Everybody don't work on Good Friday. Especially from 12 to 3. Right?
Yes.
From 12 to 3, everything is closed down, most of them, excepting these hungry people. Like these Arabs, well, they ain't going to close down. They'll close down for them to go in the back to say their prayer, probably, for 10 or 15 minutes, and that's it. Now, I want everyone Friday of the brothers to be here Friday. Good Friday. Good Friday. I know that everybody's not going to work from 12 to 3. I know that. And if you have to work from 12 to 3, you can ask to be off from 12 to 3 and then go back. So nobody can fool me about that. I want you to be here. I want you to help me out of the rut that you is in. And the stuff is upstairs.
Right.
It's upstairs. I ain't gonna let you go, not until that is done. Now, if that is moved from upstairs, I wouldn't ask you for nothing. And we can do it. Same as brother asked for papers. Just send me some papers out on the West Coast. Just send me some papers. 600's all right. He said he didn't know. Told me in his letter, he said he didn't know how the paper could be moved so fast. How people want them. 600. We should have said, I'm sorry, we don't have any papers at all.
That's right.
That's the answer I should have gave him. Brother and sister, your temple needs money, and I don't mean $100. I mean thousands of dollars in order to put yourself in the right step. You know, I was looking at the chairs that we were sitting in last night. They're old. Been there a long time. And then I look back at these we got. They're old. Been wore out 3 or 4 times. But we could have had chairs just like them, made on that order. Sitting in here. 265 chairs we could have sit in here made on that order. But we don't do for self. The sister said there with her show, she said, when she read Muhammad Speaks and found that it said do for self, she went out to try to help him to do.
That's right.
And she's doing good. But what is we doing? It come from us. What is we doing? For self. And the problem Ashley said, hurry and submit your answer to your teacher. The brother from the east wants to hear from you at once. We need money. We are at the crossroad. People won't come to us. And they come in and look outside there. See our boards up. They ain't doing nothing.
Right.
They ain't doing nothing. That is a shame. I say we need hundreds of dollars, and we can go paddling mud puddles then and go wash our feet in a gold basin. But like we're going, we don't have the mud puddle and we don't have the basin. Do for self. Don't think about you doing for me. Do for yourself, because you ain't doing nothing for me but giving me hell. Don't believe it? If I would tell you, you'd say, good Lord above, how did this poor man take it? If I would just tell you all. So, be here Friday from 12 to 3. And don't be late. And I will tell you just what is what and show it to you on the blackboard. And better that, I will show you the paper that the devils send to us here, what we should pay. We will never get our school out of here into a school like what we should have unless you help to do the work. If you can't help to do the work, we have to close down what we got. Others have theirs. Why can't we do ours? I want to show you it's a church. It's a church not far from here. I sees it often. What street is that church on? I saw it last night. They're building it. It's on Kniff. It's on Kniff. Right across the freeway. A truck place is in front of it. And I guess it's the church that that had been there for quite a while. They're building a nice church. A nice looking church. And they ain't got no 3,000 or 4,000 members, but they're building a nice church. I guess it's been a long time starting it, but it's up there now. Look how long we've been starting. How I asked and begged. If it was no bigger than just this part here, and fix it off and dress it up, so people can come in and look at it. That would help you to open your business. And your business then to take over. We can't even do to open up business like what I've been asking. You say, I ain't got no job, I ain't working now. Yes, you got a job. It's upstairs.
Right.
It's upstairs. A big job. All we have to do is to go out in the streets and sell books and papers. That's right. I don't blame people. If I had walk in a building and see signs, what they are doing there, and don't see nothing, I would say myself, what is that for? Why they put it up there? It ain't nothing there. Sister Jean Muhammad, brother and sister, let me tell you, that is a good sister. She is good. Every time I turn around, each week, she's sending a couple of donation money orders. Every week. And it didn't just start it. She's been doing so.
Greetings to you. I am Elijah Muhammad, the preacher of freedom, justice, and equality. To my people in America, the so-called American Negro, the lost and found members of that great nation called the black people of the earth, the first and the last, the original inhabitants of the earth, the very fathers of the creation of man. These members that is called Negroes in America today was once brought here by a slave trader by the name of John Hawkins from England. And he sold our first fathers to the American white people. And they have been here now, according to the word of Almighty God Allah, to me, to whom praises is due, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad in 1930, July the 4th, who came for the purpose to bring justice, freedom, equality to the lost and found members of the tribe of Shabazz. We belong to that tribe of the black nation. We're very proud to be a member of the black nation. The beginning and the end of all man. There is no such thing as a birth record to that nation. There has been in the universe ever since it was created by our Father, who also was from the black man. There are much talk and much dispute over the truth that God Almighty has revealed of the man that has been referred to many times as the sleeper or the lazy people, who was deprived of rulership for the past 6,000 years because of the agreement made with the father of this race of people, the white race, to allow his people to rule the entire nation of the earth for 6,000 years. All praise is due to Allah. My people, the lost and found members of your and my nation, would that you pay perfect attention to what you hear me say and write. It is your salvation. It is good for you. And obey it. Be not stubborn, hard-hearted, and disobedient to the call of Almighty Allah as Israel was 4,000 years ago under Moses. You must remember that the time is at hand, that you must be separated from your master. You must be returned to your own people. You must unite with your own. You must know these things. You're living in the day of a great separation of nation. You're living in the day of great preparation for the total destruction of mankind. You're living in the day and time of much confusion, dissatisfaction, and distrust. Suspiciousness is now the order of the day. Let us take a look at America, where we live, Here in America, we have trouble going on. The slave and his master. The master and his slave are very much disturbed because the slave seeks justice and the master has not given justice in the past, and he'd rather go to war or kill the slave to give him justice today. The slave being blind, deaf and dumb to the knowledge of self, ignorant of his master and the nature of his master, that he foolishly thinks that he can make friendship and love with his master, that his master will now today give him that which his fathers was not able to get but pleaded for it all the time while they was bound in chains and the lash laid upon their backs by the fathers of these, that you and I now look upon and seek justice from Almighty God Allah and a way of escape from such wicked brute people who has destroyed us and who had no mercy on our parents, and nor does they show mercy to you today and I, who continues to beat, kill, and persecute those who seek justice, who seek freedom from them. They are persecuted and killed and is falsely accused. They are hunted down like wild animals of decline. In the great civilized world, and a country that represents herself as the guardian of peace, security for the people, and freedom for all people, she preaches. She is not referring, though, to the poor black slave of hers. She's only preaching peace and security for her own kind and for her own country and its wealth. The day has come that the 5th chapter of James is now being fulfilled, and also other prophecies of the Bible is now being fulfilled. These prophecies must come to pass, as Isaiah prophesies of justice being turned away and stands afar off, truth rejected, and is cast in the street. These are the days we are living in now. As the 5th chapter of James, it goes like this. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. It is a time when the rich man, the rich slave makers of our people, who has traveled the earth over seeking that which is not theirs by justice, rob the poor black nations, take their resources away from them and bring it back into their own country, and get untold wealth for what they got for nothing. Only just to go after it and beat and kill the native, take it away from them, slaughter them by the hundreds and by the thousands. All of this, rich men, your day is come that you will weep. You must weep. You must howl over the miseries that you are now about to enter in, your wealth, your money, your gold and silver that you have laid up according to the prophecy of James, the 5th chapter and the 3rd verse, cankered and rust in the vaults, lying that doing no good to no one that actually could put it to use and would not allow it a chance to canker or rust. But it is yours, and you have gotten it by fraud, so says the same writer of this book or prophesier. You've gotten it by fraud. You robbed the people for it. Those that plowed your fields, those that gathered your cotton and your corn and all of your foreign product in the South, cut the trees down, rubbed the rough land and made it smooth for you to grow your crops on. And you whipped and drove them like wild animals, made them to work and cultivate your farm and gather it into your barns, not into theirs.